This video will show you how easy it is to swap out the brake fluid in your Yamaha R1. We're going to do the front brakes today. First we're going to take an old towel and we're going to wrap it around the brake reservoir, covering the gas tank and trying to protect as much as we can with it. Next, with our Phillips screwdriver, we're going to remove the screw which holds the retaining clip to hold the cap down. Once the screw's out, we're going to remove the cap on top of your front brake reservoir. Be careful not to drip any of this brake fluid on the paint. Dot 3 and dot 4 brake fluid will peel the paint off of any surface if it's left there long enough. So with the old brake fluid removed, we're going to take a clean paper towel and we're going to clean all the residue out from the inside of the reservoir. We'll be topping off the reservoir with new, fresh dot 4 fluid. I use CarQuest brand brake fluid because I like to patronize my local car parts stores. So now we're going to take our MityVac and we're going to pull the brake fluid through the left caliper first. Rule of thumb is you always do the furthest caliper first. So we want to pull enough fluid through that the reservoir gets down to the low level. We do not want the reservoir to go empty. So while you're pumping, keep an eye on the reservoir. When it gets down to low, stop pumping. If you introduce air to your system, you're going to create more work for yourself. So once we have the fluid through, we're going to go ahead and tighten down our valve, and be sure you put that little rubber cap back on your valve. It's very important to protect these valves from dirt and debris. So now over to the right side, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to break the bleeder valve free, put our MityVac up on the valve, and we're going to pull one reservoir through the system. Remember, when your reservoir gets to the low marker, it's time to stop pumping because we do not want to introduce air to our brake system. It is easy enough to get the air out if you do having to suck some through. You just refill the reservoir and start pulling it through. Once you get clean fluid to the bottom, to the calipers, then on some brake systems you need to bleed the master cylinder, which will have a bleeder valve up by the brake lever. If you watch any of my videos, you'll see that pretty much every bike is the same. So now we're just topping off our reservoir with clean fluid, and then we'll put the cap back on. We only want to go to the upper level. You do not want to go past the upper level. So we have the cap back on, and then we need to replace the retaining clip and the screw. And then that will conclude our Yamaha R1 front brake fluid flush. I hope you guys enjoy watching my videos. Please check back for more.